Open up questions. Let me know. Okay.
Bryce, how do you think that game at Texas, an early road trip, tight, close games, kind of helped y'all heading into your first SEC road game?
Yeah, I think, especially road tests like that, tough environment, great football team that we're up against with our back against the wall. I think that's stuff that you go from, when you're able to come out of the other side, with a victory. It's everyone, we love trying to, put as many points up on the board as we can. And, we're always offense is always trying to score points, defense is always trying to get a stop. But we understand that, that's not how, football works, especially you play in the SEC. We play against the best of the best. So when we're able to get in those situations, that's stuff you can't really emulate in practice. We try to emulate as much as we can, but when you're really in that, you learn a lot about yourself. You learn a lot about, yourself as a unit, as a team. And, for us to be able to have those circumstances, I think it's something that we definitely learn from and can grow from.
You had your best game probably ever against this team last year, this secondary. What have you seen from them this year when looking at them at tape?
Yeah, they're a really good group, a really good unit, very well disciplined. They have a lot of talent, top to bottom. It's a talented roster, and you can tell how well they communicate, do some different things, some multiple things, but you could tell they're always on the same page. So very well coached, really from top to bottom, it's a really good unit. They've done a great job, throughout the year, and I think they were a really good unit last year, and you can see how they've even gotten better and improved this year throughout the games they played. So again, we know it's going to be a really big challenge for us. We know it's going to take everything. So for us, it's just about trying to have the best week of preparation we can to try to put ourselves in the best circumstance.
Back up the menu.
Will Anderson was in there early talking about how Kool-Aid McKinstry's punt returns are really electric. I understand you're probably getting ready to go take the field for offense, but what have you seen from Kool-Aid's punt returns, and do you have that same kind of just theatrical feeling watching him?
Yeah, definitely. I'm always when he's back returning the punt, I'm up and I'm always locked in because we're ready to leave on the sideline, and watching it is honestly really fun. He's super electric. He makes a lot of plays, and he's been able to change the field position for us multiple times, and it's so important from when you think you're getting the ball 20, 25, and now you're getting to the 40, you're getting to the opposing 40. For us as an offense, as a play call, that changes everything. It gives us a way better chance of scoring, puts us in a great situation. So being able to watch that from the sideline has been a lot of fun.
Charlie.
I think you're going into your 20th start at Alabama. Where do you think you've grown since start 1 to start 20?
I'm getting old, man. Gosh, you're aging me over here. But I think I definitely feel, you feel more comfortable. You get to see more live reps. You get put in different situations. At this point, I've been in a good amount of them. So, you feel comfortable in all types of situations. And, the more ball you get to play, the more you get to watch, the more live reps you get, I feel like you just get more comfortable. And, I feel like we could say the same as a unit. Just the more we get to play with each other, the more reps we get, the more plays we get to have against different defenses, coverages, personnels, all that. You kind of just all put that in your IBM. You grow from it, you learn. So I still have a lot of growth to do, a lot I want to improve on, a lot more learning to do. So I'm excited to keep getting those reps to keep growing individually and for us as a unit.
Okay.
Kind of building off that, I guess, are there any conversations you have during the week with the offensive coaches kind of about the game plan or kind of what the playbook you guys are going to be bringing in because you kind of have some of that longevity and some of that experience with the offense?
100%. Yeah, it's constant communication back and forth. Whether it's it's OB or anyone on the coaching staff. Hey, we're thinking about this. Do you like this? I'll come in and be like, hey, I like this stuff. Hey, I see this. How are we running this? What are we looking this for? Let's do this. It's constant communication. Every day I'm always up there before meetings. We're talking about stuff after, stuff on the sideline. That's what I love about OB and the entire offensive coaching staff. It's not just hey, this is what we're gonna run. You're gonna throw it here or here based off the cover. Like it's not like that at all. It's hey, how do you feel about this? Do you like this? we're seeing this. Are you feeling the same way about it? How do you feel about this, Matt? All that stuff. So, again, that as a quarterback, and when you have that sort of relationship with the play caller and the entire offensive staff, it means everything for me. So it's constant communication. We're always going back and forth. I'm pitching ideas to him. I'm bringing in things that I like. He's telling me about the stuff, how he sees things. So for us, we're always going back and forth. There's always constant communication.
Michael?
Going back to that punt return situation, when you see he returns at 30 yards and your field position changed 30 yards, does that change something that have you already have like an idea of what the play is going to be for the first play, or what's that dynamic like when you're coming out for a first play of it?
I mean, it definitely gives us momentum. Whenever you get again, like you said, an explosive return, something that's 30 yards, changes the field position, which we've seen Kool-Aid do multiple times. It really it gives us that momentum. It gives us that juice as an offense. When you see something like that, the whole momentum changes. We're always in we're always in attack mode, but it just raises it even more. We know we're just that much closer than we thought we were going to be to the end zone. So I think it's really just that momentum, that confidence boost that he's been able to give us on multiple occasions now that really sparks us as an offense.
James?
Got a two-parter for you. First part, we've been talking a lot about KJ Jefferson and his mobility. You've been able to show that you've been able to scramble a little bit, especially this year. Can you talk about, for us that don't get to see it on the field, like what that does for a defense when you do go and scramble? And second, when you do come back for the next play after a scramble, do you see like the defense change and kind of respect your running ability after that?
I feel like for me, whenever I'm scrambling and running downfield, it's really just a product of taking what the defense gives. We drop back to pass. I'm always looking to pass the ball, so I'm always trying to go through my reads. Whenever I drop back, the goal is to get the ball in my hands to someone who's faster and more athletic than I am. But at times, if things open up and that's what I feel like is best for the team, or as a last resort, whatever it may be, just trying to do what I feel like is best for the team, make the best play, and you try to make sure that the defense is honest, and you can attack and try to exploit whatever the defense gives you. And I feel like it's just it's just trying to add a different element to the offense. It's just, for me, whatever I feel like is the best for the team. Every time I drop back, I'm trying to pass the ball, but if something pops, if I feel like we get through my reason, that's what the best decision was. I try to do that. So I guess however the defense takes that or adjusts that, I guess that's up to them.
Two more, Charlie, and then Tony.
In getting the ball to playmakers on offense, how have you, as the veteran quarterback, tried to kind of help those guys along to make them play better and bring them along with you?
Yeah, it's definitely definitely been a theme of just us being a unit, us being a team, and we're always trying to bring each other along. So it's not just in game; it's in practice. If I'm not making throws, if I'm not having a good day of practice, with the receivers, running back, hey, let's pick it up, let's get better, let's connect here. If same thing, if a receiver drops the ball in practice or something, it's me, hey, let's try to be better. We know we're better than that. So I think it's not just me saying, hey, let's bring other people along. It's everyone holding each other accountable, which is just a standard we have here. At Alabama, it's just day in and day out, whether it's on a Saturday or a Monday. Us trying to hold each other to that standard. So we all understand what it should be, what it should look like. So whenever, and it's whatever is me included, whenever someone we feel like isn't playing to that standard, we do what we can to encourage them and bring them with us.
Finish up here with Tony.
I've got two, but first, when you're going up against a pass rush like Arkansas, we've seen people kind of change their approach when they're going up against Alabama's pass rush. Is that something that you guys kind of do to get the ball out faster? Is that something you're working on this week to maybe kind of how much do you change your game to kind of adapt against that?
Yeah, I mean, we have we have a ton of respect for them in their pass rush. They have amazing rushers. Obviously, they've been really productive in creating sacks and doing a lot of things up front. So for us, it's just feeling like we're doing what's the best for us. Whatever that may be, and that's probably more of a OB type of question. But for me, whatever the game plan is, I'm going to go out there and execute it. We're all bought in. We already know. We have complete trust in that plan. So whatever that plan may be, we're just going to try to do what we feel like is best.
And then, do you have a moment that you remember with Drew Sanders, maybe in practice, maybe going up against him? Does anything stand out?
Yeah, just how competitive he always was. Someone was really cool out the field, and I could have a conversation with and talk about whatever with. But on the field, very fierce competitor. He always wanted to win. He's always going, giving extra in practice, always working hard. And again, I think just that fierce competitive nature that he has is what makes him so as great of a player as he is. Yeah, I'm done.
That's my bad.
You're all good.
Okay, we're done.
For sure. Appreciate you guys.
Sorry about that.